Hey guys, it's Derek here. So we haven't done a haul in a little bit, but I think today's gonna be a very special one because I have some stuff in here that may or may not, at least in my opinion, be the figure of the year. So let's get started. First package up, we have something from UB's. Now UB's, local company, they're based where I am. Don't want to dock myself completely, but you know, it's always good to support friends, and today we have this beauty, the Plum Len Desert Bullet version. Now there's a different version of this out that is in green, but I wasn't able to get this during the original release. So this is technically a re-release, and it's been on my wish list for the longest time. So it just kind of goes to show, if you wait long enough, you'll eventually get any of your growls, apparently. First ever figure I've actually picked up from Plum, so hopefully this actually goes well. Yeah, so far so good. Got some windows on the outside. Everything looks pretty solid on, like, construction wise. All of the materials look good. And nothing looks wrong with the figure, which is always important. There we go. Nice and pink everywhere, basically. And let's see, we have a little bit of tape that we gotta go and cut open. I'm very glad that they actually re-released this because, well, they went and did season 2, I believe, of the anime. So very, very excited. Didn't really want to play aftermarket prices, and I was super glad when this was announced. Like, you have no idea how happy I am that this was re-released. Oh. The base, looking pretty decent. It's more or less all brown, but does have a little bit of shading with some rocks and everything, and has some sand texture. So I guess that's why it's the Desert Bullet version. Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys actually watched the Melgeek Online adaptation, but honestly, I like this quite a bit. The character's not super overpowered. She's just a regular person trying to live out her fantasy in video game form. So we got the gun here, which is the P90 SMG in a beautiful pink. There's actually a clear see-through part at the very top where you can see the bullets, which are individually colored, at least it looks like. But yeah, the detail on this is actually really, really solid. Plastic on this is a little bit shiny, but I think that's how it's supposed to be. And if we're being honest, there's a massive seam line down the whole thing, but I think it was necessary in order to do this reasonably. I mean, being a model builder a little bit, I can see where they could have put the seam lines instead, but it is what it is. This still looks really good, and the strap is a little bit movable. As for Len herself, she's very, very cute. I do have the Nendo of her as well, so I'm glad we got this. Okay, yeah. Very cute facial expression, a little bit blank, kind of dazed. The white on the hat is very well painted in and has a little bit of texture. And overall, it looks fairly solid. It looks like they didn't do too much with the harsh shading. They used a darker pink and then a lighter pink to kind of highlight over that. So very, very subtle there. And all of her like magazines and everything look very, very well done. One bit of concern that some people may have is that she has pegs here that are not metal. So just standing on one leg is kind of a taboo, but you know, it will work. Looks like she's about to start running and everything. So that's kind of what we're playing into. And if I can just get this on her hand, how is this supposed to work? We need to somehow position this vertically. Let me see if I can get that to work. There is no instructions from what I can see. There's no QR code or anything, so we should be able to just figure it out. Gotta put this in the handle. Oh no, there's a separate part off to the side. Her hand does actually have a little bit of a peg. This may have been easier to do without putting her on the base yet, but oh, there we go. Yo, that is so cute. Facial expression on point. Everything's really good. This is a 1/7 scale, and I believe pricing wise it was pretty solid as well. Not exactly an expensive figure. So if you guys wanted one of these for the collection, I think it's a good buy. Of course, I will leave links to everything we talked about today in the description, and you guys can go and check that out there. Yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. Very simple, but I'm glad we have it. Now, the next package we have here is actually from our friends over at Melgeek. Now, we took a look at one of their keyboards before, but today they sent over another one. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen on the channel, we do keyboard reviews every now and then, and this is no exception. This won't be a full review. We will just open it up and take a look, but woo, this is well packaged. Very similar to the other one we looked at. All right, this is the Melgeek Real Real67. So another small form factor when it comes to your keyboards. And this is another Hall effect keyboard. So another magnetic one, mainly gonna be boasting a lot of gaming performance. Now, if I remember correctly, you cannot connect this via Bluetooth or anything. Otherwise it kind of defeats the point. But let's just see. Like what they did on the outside there. Kind of going with that design language that they have with their other stuff, which looks very solid. We'll open it together. Here, let's take a look, take a look. Ja-ja. Oh. Got the little user manual, as always. I think presentation-wise, they're one of the better ones I've seen. Good weight to the keyboard too. And let's see, inside we got a quick start guide, some stickers. Where are my accessories? Also get a few little accessories here. It looks like we have a keycap holder, fairly standard. Also a beautiful braided cable, all right. USB-C to A, so very standard affair there. Gonna be very useful when we're using it. And just to give you a little bit of a taste, little teaser of what this is, we have some see-through purple keycaps. We went with the purple colorway this time, just to match our beautiful Gengar playmat. The star of the show is definitely the keyboard itself. Ooh. Okay, look at that. I mean, honestly, this is pretty solid. Very, very cool. This is called their Potassium Purple. You may have seen where some of this inspiration is from if you are a 90s kid or someone who grew up with old school Game Boys. It kind of reminds me of Atomic Purple. Now, personally, I would have loved if the entire case was see-through like that. I think it'd be even cooler, but this is really, really solid nonetheless. Now, it looks like we have some teal keycaps for the accents, like the escape and enter, but overall, looking pretty solid. Let's just take a look at what keys we actually get, or what switches we get, because there are two different versions. All right, we got the performance white ones. Now, if I remember correctly, these ones are supposed to be, they're more clacky ones. So if you're in a office setting, maybe don't bring this keyboard. This is mainly a gaming board. Probably don't want to be playing this super late at night, but you know, whatever, you do you. Pretty solid looking. On the outside, it basically has the exact same form factor as their previous keyboard we looked at, but we're missing the giant light bar. Not as premium, but performance-wise, it should kind of stack up. On the sides here, you can still replace the panels and use anything from their massive catalog there to customize it. We got the purple ones by default, and I think we're gonna keep those on there. But yeah, I don't think my eyes are deceiving me. I believe the case itself is like a very, very light lavender. So might be hard to kind of pick up on that. And no adjustable feet on the bottom either, just these rubber parts here. I'm gonna do a quick little sound test so you guys can hear whether or not this sounds good to you. You can of course customize the LED functionality on this one, and from the pictures at least, it looks pretty good. I'll have to do a little bit more testing to see how it looks exactly, but I'm glad they sent this one out. It's a very cool looking keyboard, and you can pick one of these up for yourselves if you want. I'll leave that linked in the description as well. Thanks again, Melgeek, for sending this one out, and yeah, glad we have this in the collection as well. Put that over there for now. Now, moving over to our biggest thing in today's unboxing, or haul, or wherever we're calling this nowadays. We have a massive package from Ningen. Now, if I remember correctly, I did not get charged anything for customs or whatnot, so that is good. At least, you know, as a Canadian, we don't have to really worry about too much. And I believe I used EMS, so things came fairly quickly, about like just a few days to like a week tops. Very, very solid. As usual, they have everything nicely packaged, fragile. Make sure you don't break anything. Oh, gotta make sure I cut the tape though. So, we got a big old box. We got a few things in here. I'm just gonna start pulling things out. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Very nice. I'm gonna start with some of the smaller things first, and then we're gonna get to probably the biggest thing. So As a lot of you know, I am a massive, massive One Piece fan. So when these guys came out, you knew I had to get them. Can you guess what this is? I have a little bit of an obsession when it comes to One Piece, you all know that. But today we have these little bad boys, the little ships, the Yuri collection, Yura collection, whatever they're called. These are really cute. I think it came out to be around $100 Canadian for the full set of 5, and it looks like it's like a store display kind of thing. So that is pretty cool. Outside of the box, I think you would kind of see this in a store display. It has like the little cutout for it and everything. Ooh, wait, what the heck? There's 6 of them. Chotomate. What? Oh, I don't even know what I bought anymore. Wait, there's 6 of them. Ooh. Does that mean I'll double up? Oh, crap. So there are 5 different designs you can technically get out of this. You can get the Thousand Sunny, Going Merry, the Red Force from Shanks, Moby Dick, and also the Barati. Oh, never mind. What? Oh, never mind. Okay, okay. So they all look the exact same. I guess we're doing a blind box unboxing. No, I was not expecting that, but all right. I mean, if I get everything in the first go, I might just try selling the last one. I don't know. Let's just open up the first one. Can I do it without ripping the box in half? Do not think so. Oh, great. Let me see. Let me see if I can salvage the box, because the boxes do look kind of cool, but this is not what I expected at all. Typically with blind boxes, you won't double up, but if this is the case and there's 6 when there's only 5 designs, that gets a little bit weird, especially because they didn't announce or promote the fact that there was like a chase or anything rarer, so we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, very, very cute. First one up is the Red Force. Mr. Shanks' ship. Of course, if any of you guys are like super up to date with the manga and everything, yo, Shanks, my boy, he kind of crazy. I mean, also, Oda has an answer for everything. Yeah, the quality isn't super crazy or anything. There isn't like a whole lot of shading, if any at all, but the paint apps look pretty good. They are in the places they are supposed to be. And we also get this little thing over here, which I believe we can plop them on. It's supposed to simulate the sea a little bit, and you just kind of, bam. They are very, very small. They can definitely fit in your palm of your hand. So we're just gonna put this over here. I still think it's pretty cute. I don't know, value-wise, would you spend $20 to pick one of these up? I mean, I guess you would have to be a really, really big fan, but again, now that I know that they're blind boxes, leaves a little bit of uncertainty, I think. Box number 2. Let's try this one out. Oh boy. Part of me really, really hopes we don't duplicate. Like before we finish, we double up. That would really, really suck. Do I even want to save the box at this point? Kind of pain in my butt. Okay, I'm just gonna manhandle it. No point. Might as well. We're keeping all these anyways, right? Please don't be another Red Force. You guys tell me what we got before I do, all right? Before I know. Ta-da! Oh, Shiba! Are you kidding me? We got 2. Oh my god. Are you serious? What the hell am I gonna do with this? They're 2 of the exact same. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back in the box. Why would you do this to me, Mega House? I'm so disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. That was, Like, if any to double up on, couldn't you give me 2 of like the Thousand Sunny? Like, what am I gonna do with 2 of them now? Bro, if this is a 3rd one, okay, good. It's the Baratier, redeemed slightly. Oh my goodness. Why couldn't you be the last one? If you were the last one, I wouldn't open it. Might have been able to like give it away. I don't know. But yes. Okay, the Baratier with everything up. This looks really cute. Got the cannons in the front. It's fairly detailed. It's in like a really nice matte color. Like everything's really, really matte on this. And again, paint apps do not miss because it's Mega House. Apparently anything Mega House and One Piece related, they're like, all right, we'll give it our all. Anything else, I think they kind of miss most of the time, for being honest. There we go. I still can't get over the fact that we actually doubled up like right away. Oh. Oh God. Okay, we got the Moby Dick right here. Very cute looking ship. Oh, I just totally cut the crap out of myself. Oh, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Oh, Oh, it drew blood. I need a Band-Aid. Help. Well, that was embarrassing. We got a Band-Aid. We are safe. That hurt. That actually really hurt. That cut way deeper than I thought it would too. So if any of you guys are watching, be careful. Cut away from yourself. Don't do what I did. Moby Dick. Oh, it's so cute. Looks like the whale, of course. I think there is a lot of room for improvement. Like if you had the time, you could weather these a little bit, panel line these a little bit, and they would look even cuter. And I feel like if they're gonna continue this line, like that may not be such a bad idea. We might be able to get even more of these in the future. Personally, I want a polar tang. I want Law's ship. I think that'd be really cute. Probably my #1 on my list. And I think if they're gonna continue, I think we're gonna eventually get a marine ship and maybe even like the Blackbeard ship with the logs. Kind of stupid looking if we're being honest, but whatever. We got the 1000 Sun Eagle. Again, like I said, if we had to double up, why couldn't you give me 2 Sunnies? At least the Sunny would be cute. I might even be able to justify having 2 of them next to each other. I don't know. This is super adorable. The little lion, the Jolly Roger and everything, the one on the side. I mean, this is super, super cute. Again, I don't know if I'd actually spend the whole like 20 bucks on these, if we're being honest. If I wasn't such a huge fan, I don't know. I feel like if you walked into most stores nowadays, if you were to pick this up, they'd probably be charging you like $25 to $30 Canadian per box, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. Like retail price or bust, I think for these. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah. For a second, I thought we doubled up again. That would be tragic. So, yep. I'm glad we didn't do that. There we go. Got the Mary to finish it off. Of course, you gotta exaggerate some pieces. So the thing that they exaggerated the most is kind of the trees in the back with the tangerines or the oranges or whatever. So very cute. We have the whole set. +1. I don't know. I also destroyed the box too. Like I don't. Blind boxes, guys. Honestly, I should have known. Originally, I did think it was supposed to just be like the 5, but I guess it is. It is what it is. Let me move these around a little bit. Kind of gonna be in the way of for the next thing. The unboxing, the piece that I'm most excited for. Now, I've waited a very long time for this. This is one of those pieces where on Nin, they did not let you just pay later. It was like, pay now or you're not gonna get it. So let me show you what I got. Ba-ba! Look, be amazed. This is gonna be my very first Apex figure. If you guys do follow me on MFC, my figure collection, you'll probably see that I've had this ordered, but my goodness. Even just looking at the initial images without looking at the figure in person, I think this is like very, very good value. Because I pretty much bought this right away. I got this for 22,000 yen roughly. Currently, I think it's going for a little bit more, but my goodness, look at that. The Alice Lindell, da-da, from Apex. This is another alternative in case you didn't want to pay the Mythios price, because they haven't redone that one. But I think this might be the best looking Alice that is on the market. Kudos to that. This being my very first Apex figure. Ooh, I didn't even know that. It says here, if there's a problem, please don't tear them up. There's a little sticker here. Very cool. Very, very cool. Like a seal of authenticity. I guess Apex knows what the heck they're doing. I'm gonna have to tear this seal though. Oh, look at that. Yo, you guys see that? Yo, that's actually really official looking. Basically like one of those tamper-proof seals. So sick. The box isn't massive or anything. Like I've seen bigger boxes, but hopefully everything came intact. Wow, 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 wow. Like I've heard really good things about Apex figures, like quality and everything else. Oh my goodness, what's going on? What's going on? Got a big old instruction manual. We love that. I need the instruction manual more than most people. And it looks like there is a fair bit of construction or assembly involved. Oh my goodness, there's a what? There's an LED function to this. Whoa, hey, chill. Wait, what? Okay, yo, and extras? I am blown away. For 22,000 yen, yeah, sign me that up. This is crazy. Now we got this metal thing. I don't know what this exactly is. Got another seal, tamper-proof seal thing on there too. very cool. I think you can probably use this as a bookmark. It comes with a freaking LED. So it looks like we have a USB cable. Obviously, I gotta find a way to power this up, but a USB-C to type A for this. We also get an acrylic stand thing of the artwork itself, which looks super cool. Like, yo, this is so value. Oh my goodness. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that this is their own original kind of thing. They didn't really have to pay too heavily for licensing. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the back. I'm gonna go from the back first. We're gonna try to get the stand and the base all set up. Wait, is this what I've been missing out on when it comes to Apex figures? These are so good. I'm already blown away. Just from a value perspective. I haven't even fully opened it yet. They've already won me over. Holy, you guys have been holding out. You haven't told me that Apex figures are this crazy. No one was gonna tell me? All right, so looks pretty solid. Back piece comes out really, really good. Yo. Now I'm pretty sure that in the image itself, right here, it's the Queen of Hearts, like in the fairy tale. We have books, we have some chess pieces, we got a little cat. I mean, it looks pretty good so far. I do see some like base is pretty solid, and it's this beautiful checkered pattern, like it's a chessboard. There's a little bit of shading in here too, like in the middle of each of the black pieces, it's like a little bit appreciating. So very cool. Also have another piece in the back. I just noticed that one. When I first saw the concept art for this, it was a no-brainer. I had to pick it up. Like it just looked too good not to. And it was one of those ones, like even if you don't know the artist or whatnot, I can fully appreciate it. Let me see, where does this go? Install the clock and coffee pot. Okay, so where does the coffee pot go? I believe the coffee pot goes in the front somewhere. Oh, right here, right? Coffee pot goes right here. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit fragile, but all right. This little coffee pot, also really well done. This is probably gonna be one of the areas that you gotta be extra careful about because it might break. Never mind, mine freaking broke. It was supposed to come in one piece. Apparently mine broke. Okay, gotta dock some marks now, Apex. Because I gotta glue this back together before we can actually fully see what's going on. Okay, not off to a great start. As you can see, I didn't break it, I don't think. Maybe this footage, maybe future me will see it. All right, we got the gears and the clock. Very nicely done. Nice metallic paint, kind of that gold color. And this is the on-off switch for your LEDs. So yes, that's good. I'm gonna plop it in right here. Or maybe we should put Allison first. Maybe we should do that first. I'm doing things out of sequence. Still a little bit disappointed that we ended up breaking something right away, but oh, come on. I feel like maybe that could have been done with like a different type of plastic or something. Personally, that's kind of how I would go about it, just because it's such a fragile piece. Ooh, oh, this is so precious. Look at that. Oh, and the bunny. Okay, thank goodness that the Hatter or the bunny didn't break. I'd be giga pissed. Okay, so Alice, adorbs. Looks like she's falling down. I love the concept. I dig it. Paint is actually really good. Like facial expression, very spot on. The blues on here are well done and shaded. Some darker blues, some lighter blues. The white parts look to be pretty good. Nothing crazy there. I mean, the hair can use a little bit of shade, a little bit more shading, but I do see that they kind of did darker parts near the ends and then lighter at the very top. And it looks like the decal work is actually really solid. Got it. Okay, so we gotta plop her in here. This is nerve-wracking though, I will say. Oh, that's solid. That's really solid. So we're gonna put this down here. I think this actually helps lock it in further. Oh, I see the vision. All right, and then we're gonna put this up here. Okay, this is super elaborate. Yo, are all their stuff like this? If all the Apex stuff is like this high quality, I might have to get some more, you know? Okay, I will say though, it does feel a little bit fragile. So you gotta be a bit careful. And let me see if I can actually light this up. I gotta find a power source for it though. That might be a little difficult. Give me a second. USB-C, plug it in the back. All right, let there be light. Please turn on. Please turn on whatever the mechanism is. Oh, it's not an LED. Wait, what? No, there is an LED. No, 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 no. Yo, okay, so there is no LED. I was wrong. I misspoke. I feel like they should have added some LED. But no, the freaking clock mechanism move. Yo, that's sick. I don't know when I'm ever gonna use that, because it also makes a really nasty sound. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's not great, but holy. Okay, let me turn this off. The attention to detail is insane. They actually gave us a working clock mechanism. When was the last time one of your favorite manufacturers did something like that? Yo, this is crazy. I think a lot of people online were also mentioning that they didn't like the massive decals on the side of her dress. I kind of understand it. It does take away from the simplicity a little bit, but like my eyes aren't super drawn towards that, so it's not terrible. You also see that throughout her outfit. It's super cute, very, very ruffly and everything. A lot of movement there. The hair is on point as well. And you got little details like the cards for her headband, the little bunny wabbit, which is very, very fragile. I would be super, super careful about that. I think that's another area of contention that might also break. You got little books and everything. Most of it feels solid. It's unfortunate that the teacup or the coffee cup kind of went kablooey, but I think overall, this is just super, super value. For 22,000 yen or like under 25,000 yen, for what you get, I am willing to give this like figure of the year. And it's only like what, July? June? Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And of course, I will see you next time. Peace out, guys. And want to give an extra special shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you guys so, so much for making everything happen. An extra special shout out to our Pirate King, Hyper JJ. And if anyone else wants to join up on this as well, get videos like this a little bit earlier, get custom emojis and loyalty badges, then I'll leave that linked in the description for where you can do that as well. My name is Derek, and thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.